Hey there, I say as Violet, brightless and cool on her colorful playmat. It had a lot of shiny, squeaky toys attached. Got a free at swap day in our building. Look what Mama has for you. Violet kissed her chunky little legs and felt her arm when she seized her bottle. I wasn't planning to be a teen mom, but now that I am, I can't imagine my life without my baby. Sometimes she's all that keeps me going. It's a humid August night, but I lift Violet and hold her close anyway. I love the feel of her soft, smooth skin and the smell of her hair. I love how she smiles up at me, her big blue eyes full of trust. Violet grabs her at her bottle and crumbles her milk down. I miss breastfeeding, but since I switches her to formula, it's way easier for Wild to babysit. When I go to work, I burp up web spit up from my jean shorts and get her ready for bed. I rock her in my arms a while before sitting her into her crib beside her fluffy pink blanket and stuffed white bunny. I wind up her mobile and listen while it plays Tinkle, tinkle, little star. Finally, I turn out the light and say, "Good night, best little girl in the world," just like my mom used to say to me back when she still thought I was that easy. I push guilt from my mind and head to the fridge for a cold drink. But we are out of soda. We are also out of milk and bread for breakfast. Why the hell didn't I go to the store earlier? I really mean to, but I'm so tired. This afternoon was so hot and muggy. I could barely move. I fill my glass with tap water, of course. We are also out of ice copies. Because I forgot to refill the tray. I take my drink and stand by our 6th floor window. There's a party down in the park outside our building. People are talking and laughing, having a great time, bringing back memory I would rather forget. I would like to shut the window to keep the sound out, but the city is stuck in a heat wave, and our air conditioner is broken as usual. If White was here. He would help me though. He's my half-brother, 10 years older than me and a million years wiser. He took me in when I was pregnant and had nowhere else to go. He's been like a father to Violet, which is good because her actually father doesn't know she exists, and no way will I ever tell him about her because of White. I have a future again. He's a manager at Bean Leaf Cafe and he got me a job. Now I am saving every penny trying to be a good mom. When Violet is older, I will go back to school to get my diploma. But White is bartending at a friend's estate tonight. Then saying over, I guess I should test him. He would probably even find somebody in the building to go to the store for me. He's on the corp board. He knows everybody and he knows everybody and they all like him. But I don't want to bother my big brother. Much as I love him, sometimes our relationship is just too parental. I'm deeply grateful for everything he's done, but I need to learn to cope by myself. I pace the apartment even though that makes me sweat. Our 2-floor fans are running full blast, but still the humidity is sickening. I feel all sticky and gross, and the air reeks of dirty diapers. The party is the park ramp up. More people, more drinks. I step away from the window and take another look in the fridge. White has some beer. A cold one would taste great right now. I open a can and chuck it down. I so want another, but White will freak if I drink all his beer, and I can't afford to replace it. If only it wasn't so sweltering in here. This heat's giving me brain fog, and that party in the park is making me crazy. I pace around some more. It would be so easy to slip out for groceries. There's a 24/7 convenience store, the Radio, right on our corner. Violet doesn't sleep through the night, but she never woke up before 2 or 3 a.m. I could be back in 15 minutes max. That's no longer than I leave her alone when I go down to the laundry room. So what's the difference if I head to the store instead? No, can't do that. I'm not going out and leaving my kid alone. It's illegal, illegal and dangerous. What if they're fire? I try to distract myself by cleaning up the kitchen. But then the mad craving start. I want chocolate. I want ice cream. I want cigarette. Cigarette. Yes, I know I shouldn't smoke. And I did quick. I did. And I did with when I got pregnant. But it was easy then. Smoking made me puke. Tonight I have this strong desire to lift up again. A tiny violet toys floored her laundry and set out a clean one side in case she is wet in the night. I used up the last of a package of diapers after her bath, so I look in the closet for a new one and don't find any. Oh shit. I mean, like literally, right. I was sure we had lots on hand. Now I really do need to go to the store, even though diapers are ridiculously expensive at the Radigo. But still, I shouldn't leave Violet alone. Maybe I could call Big Bad Betty. She's this old Korean lady down on the fourth floor. Her real name is Kim Soon-hee. Besides White and Kaget, the building manager assistant. She's my only actually friend here. Barry sometimes watches Violet for me, but nah, it's too late, almost midnight. I will just have a take my chance. My short look okay, where I whips off the slip up, but now I notice some on my shirt. Don't have any else look clean, so I threw on a new tank top. I was saving for special lamb green with a shiny silver butterfly on the front. I checked to see that Violet sleeping soundly before throwing my keys, phone and wallets into a glove shopping bag. Then I look the door and run. I take the stairs, not the elevator, so there's less chance for being noticed. I can't risk anyone telling what they saw me living without Violet. What a relief the cooler night air is. I glance around as I cross the street to be sure nobody hiding in the shadows. This area is pretty safe, but I always check, even in both daylight. Have to watch out for a certain guy I never want to see again. It seems been over a year since I escaped and he hasn't shown up. But what if he's not the kind of guy to just let me go? I don't see anyone lurking, so I cut across the park, keeping clear of the party. I wouldn't want to be tempted to join in. I focus on reaching the Grady goal. Luckily, the store isn't busy. I resist. The cigarette butt break down and buy a carton of chocolate cookie ice cream along with the deer peas. When the cashier checks me through, she says, "Love, that stop. Where did you get it?" "Thanks, old Navy." Final sale. I don't make eye contact, just hurry from the store. So far, I haven't been gone longer than I would take to load 3 washing machine and put in the coins. But what if Violet wakes up? What was I thinking? Leaving her alone? Back out on the sidewalk. I spotted a kid from our building. Swab message riding his bike. Hope he doesn't see me and stop to say hi, like he does when I have Violet with me. That's all I need. I folded myself into the doorway of building to hide. I'm not completely out of sight, but it works. White cries right on by. Wow, that's were close. I step back onto the sidewalk, and then out of nowhere, a black SUV with its window wide open blast past. I catch a glimpse of the driver as the vehicle squeezes around the corner just as what reaches the intersection. A guy leans out the passenger window. He's got a run. He fires. Snort and his bike go flying. The bike crashed into the crop, was glanced on the pavement with a kick-turning thud. His crumpled body lines still, dead still. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm paralyzed with shocks as the SUV disappears down the street. I try to scream, but no sound comes out. I grab my phone to call 911, but my hands are shaking so hard I can't deal. The driver, those eyes, I recognize him. Staff from the store rushed out to where Sweat is lying in a full of blood. I know he should stick around, but I break into a run. I have to get back to Violet. Racing home, I lose one of my flip-flops almost without stopping. I pull up the other toss ball into my shopping bag and keep going. I make it to the building and dash up the stairs in my bare feet. When I reach out apartment, I think I'm going to faint or brat or both. But everything is okay. My baby is still here, still there. She's sleeping soundly. I'm holding her bunny's clothes. I grab down a glass of water and collapse on my bed, soaked with sweat, trembling with fear. Did I just witness a drive-by shooting? Is Claire really dead? And was the driver really who I think it was? But everything happened so fast. When I try to recall the details, it's all gone. Fuzzy. Could I have imagined it was him? I do tend to be paranoid. Maybe it was just somebody who looked like him. Lots of guys have big muscles from working out. Lots of guys have shaved heads and I'm covered in ink. But I saw his eyes. Sure, it was dark out, but under the street light, I saw his eyes. It was Russell. I always knew he was a criminal, but this is beyond bad. This makes him an accomplice to murders. I want my big brother White to come home and look after me. I want him to make this all go away. But I can't tell him what I saw, even because he insists I go to the police, which isn't an option. And he find out I left Violet home alone. He'd be so pissed off. Drinking one of his beers was bad enough, but being irresponsible with Violet is a way worse. He wouldn't care that we was out of diapers. He would rather Violet be soaked and stinking than have me leave her. He doesn't even approve of me going down to the laundry room without her. I can't believe it left her. How stupid was that? And I can't stop seeing Sweet's body lying in a pool of blood in the street. Then I'm bawling. I stop and sob. I know I should call the cops, but I am too scared. If I admit to being a witness, I will have to testify in court, and I could never testify against Brazil. And oh my God, what if he recognized me too? Or what if he actually should saw me? Because if either of them did, it won't matter if I never tell a soul. They will find me. If only I had not gone out. If only I'd never met Brazil in the first place. But I was 15 and nothing could keep me from a fun summer in the big city. Why said I could stay at his place and work at the cafe. When I arrived at the bus station downtown and was trying to figure out the way to the subway, this older guy asked if I need help. He told me his name was Ralph Staslow, but everybody called him Russell. He said he was 21, but he wouldn't tell me anything else. He said it was more interesting to talk about me. That sound had been a red flag, and I knew it wasn't smart to go off with a stranger. But he was so hot and he had such a cool car, and I'd never had a boyfriend. I wanted adventure, right? I've spent the past 16 months 16 months trying to forget Brazil and everything that happened since that day at the bus station. And now I keep seeing his eyes, blue eyes, as he drove by. Such hateful, crazy eyes. I wake up bathed in sweat. At first I think I had a bad dream. Then I realize I'm remembering last night. It all comes rushing back, filling me with guilt and fear. Up until now, my biggest worry was that Razor would find out Violet is his kid, and then people would find out about my past with him. But now I've got my biggest things to obsess over. I witnessed that a murder and didn't do anything. I didn't help the victim. I didn't call the cops. I just ran home and hid. I'm a terrible person. But no, I did the right thing. Well, the right thing for me and Violet. I have to protect her no matter what. It's not like I mean to witness a murder. I know I made a mistake leaving her alone, but it was just a little one. So why are the consequences so huge? Since I don't work today, I'd like to take Violet for work. We could go down to the lake to cool off. But when I look out a window to check the weather, I see cops, car, and news vans everywhere. Probably the back exit is swarmed too. Nobody getting in or out of the building without being interviewed. And I bet the lobby's full of people talking about the shooting. I can't face that. No way can I be interviewed or talk to anybody. Either break down for sure, either tell everyone and my life would be over. So I'm trapped inside. I have to stay calm and not make anyone suspicious. I have to look after Violet as if she knows what I'm thinking. She wakes up, smiles, and reaches her little arms out to me, makes these sounds that could be words, not just baby talk. I'm pretty sure she's trying to say mama. I concentrate on that rather than on how much her eyes look like her father's. And how is love with this his eyes I once were? When Violet's brother is bottle is Brady, I turn on the TV. The shooting is all over the news. I hate watching, but I can't not watch. I have to know what they are saying. First, there's an interview with the cashier from Radio. She says there was a young woman in the store just before it happened. Holy shit! But all she remembers is my glam green tank top with the butterfly and that I bought diapers. Then she shakes her head and starts to cry, hiding her face in her hands. Luckily for me, the security cameras were not working. I never even thought about video evidence, but there is none, so I can't believe indemnified that way. The reporter says that homicide detectives are asking the young woman who was shopping is radio just before the shooting to contact them. Oh my God, never. I am pitching that tank top. They are also asking anyone who witnessed the brutal murder of a 13-year-old boy to come forward. Anyone with any information at all. Then there's an interview with Way's father, Cammy's father. Mr. Menace is devastated but dignified. He speaks of Swami with so much love. He begs for someone to explain what happened. He and his family need to know who did it and why. I started to shop again. I remember Scammy fighting a rattle for Violet at swap day, and I've met his mom, Amari, at co-op meeting. She lovely. I can't imagine what she's going through right now. I hold Violet so tight. She swims and swampers. I set her down on her playmat. I feel sick. I know what happened, but I just can't tell Scarmi's parents. I'm too terrified of Brazil. My phone rings and I panic.